So basically, in ancient times, Lucifer was an angel, and he looked upon God's glory and power. And what happened was that in Luke 10, Revelations 12, Satan is cast out of heaven, and he's cast out to the earth. And then from Eden, when he's in Eden, because he was deceiving Eve. When you get to, he eventually gets cast, eventually to hell in Isaiah 14 and Ezekiel 28, as well as in Genesis 3, as Michael Heiser, a PhD scholar, had pointed out. Then, of course, Satan, because he's, connected to earth, and because Satan is connected to earth and is connected to hell as well, this is why we can find, we also find that in 2 Corinthians 4, verse 4, is that he's called the God of this world, right? So he's connected to this earth, and this is why we find Satan under different god names around the world. So Satan, he basically seduced different cultures to worship him. So Satan was known under the names of different god names, so he could basically get his worship. Satan was known as Baal to the Jews, okay? Baal was a Canaanite deity. The god Baal, you find, is that he's also connected to the Greek god Zeus. So Zeus is another form of Satan. And then, of course, you find that Zeus is the Roman god Jupiter. And Jupiter is another form of the Roman Venus god Lucifer. Very important. It's the same being, just under different names. Pan also has to be another form of Satan as well, because Zeus shrines at Mount Hermon were replaced with Pan shrines. Mount Hermon is where the gates of hell is. This is where Michael Heiser, a PhD scholar, had discovered when Jesus talks about the gates of hell shall not prevail. I said the gates of hell are actually at Mount Hermon, and that's why we have the Zeus shrines there and the Pan shrines there, because the cultures are connecting themselves to hell, to Satan, the god of this world, as well as the god of the underworld, the netherworld. Earth can also mean netherworld as well in the Canaanite language, as Michael Heiser had pointed out. And of course we know that he is the father of lies. He blinds the world from the truth. Okay, so this is why we have so many different cultures all over the world. The god Lucifer has never died out. Okay, the Roman god Lucifer, if you look into the deception of Constantine, it basically it shows that the Roman religion is actually made to look Christian by Constantine. Basically mixed paganism and mixed it in with made it Christianized. That's what you find in the documentary. So they have what you find, is that you find that they have that the Vatican sing to Lucifer, the Roman god Lucifer, but they want to make you think as if it's our god Yahweh, but it's not. It's deceptive. And then of course, you find that Apollo is the sun god. And Helios is another form of Apollo, which is the all-seeing eye, which you find in a lot of these churches. So basically, and they'll try to make out things, it's the eye of God, and and etc. But that's why we have this all-seeing eye. It's actually the all-seeing eye of Apollo. So, and then of course you find a high-level Freemasonry that Albert Pike tells you the difference between Lucifer and our God, the God of the Christians. He says that Lucifer is God and Adonai is God also. He's very disappointed, because Lucifer is a Roman god. And then of course you look at the United Nations and the connections of Alice Bailey, and you find that they have Lucifer's trust. Okay, so the god of this world is still here. It's still being worshipped secretly by high-level governments, high-level Freemasons, high-level Satanists, right? These types of people are secretly controlling things a certain way, right? So these are the facts that are still there. It's never gone away. The Roman religion has never gone away. It's still in society today. And these high-level people are pulling the strings, people that are in the United Nations.